Good morning and welcome to the June 9th meeting of the Solon Board of Education. Mr. McCann, would you call the roll, please?
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Here.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Here.
Mrs. Glavin.
Here.
Mr. Heckman.
Here.
Mr. Patton.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This is our first opportunity for public comment in accordance with Board Policy 0169. This is a Board of Education meeting for conducting school district business, not a public community meeting. Speakers must be recognized, state their name, address, and affiliation if applicable. Anonymous statements and direct questions to individual board members are not permitted, as the board does not directly address public comment. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per person with no repeat speakers until all others are heard. Public participation is capped at 30 minutes unless extended by a vote of the board. Board members do receive and review the agenda and explanations prior to the meeting. At this time, we'll entertain public comment if anyone has anything to come to the podium. Seeing none, there'll be another opportunity later in the meeting. Moving into the treasurer's report, approval of minutes of the regular and scheduled meetings. Recommended action to approve the minutes of the regular meeting of May 5, 225, and special meeting of May 22nd, 225, as attached. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Abramowitz, second by Mr. Patton. Are there any additions or corrections or changes? Mr. McCann, would you call the roll?
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Approval of bills. Recommended action to approve the payment of bills totaling $39,606.38, as noted in the attachment. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Heckman,
Second.
second by Mrs. Barksdale.
The majority of these bills, Mrs. Glavin, are pass-through purchases for a private school and then travel reimbursements.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions? Seeing none, Mr. McCann.
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Moving into the superintendent's report. Item 1, contract approval, SEA. Recommended action to approve the contract between the Solon Board of Education and the Solon Education Association for the period of September 1, 2025 through August 31, 2028, as noted in the attachments. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
By Mr. Heckman, seconded by Mr. Patton. Mr. Bolden.
Yes, this is the first of two of our contract approvals. I can't believe that it has been 3 years
I know.
since the last time this happened. Things seem to be accelerating, not going slower. The contract we felt was very favorable, both for management and the union. It comprises a 2.75% base increase in the first of the 2 year in years 1 and years 2 of the contract, and then a 3% base raise increase in the third year of the contract. A lot of those increases are offset by the continuing cost savings that we're getting from our health plan. In our last contract, we shifted to the Council of Governments health plan through Stark County, and that is saving us a significant sum of money. And those savings are enabling us to be fair with our teachers while still being fiscally responsible.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions? Mr. McCann.
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Item 2, contract approval, OPSI. Recommended action to approve the contract between the Solon Board of Education and the Ohio Association of Public School Employees for the period of July 1, 2025 through June 30, 2028, as noted in the attachments. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Heckman,
Second.
second by Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes, the raises for our classified staff mimicked the raises that our certified staff got in the SEA contract. You'll notice a 0.25% cash payment increase. That brings their cash payment aligned to what the teachers make. That's already been in subsequent contracts for several negotiations. I would also note that the union enabled us to make some targeted changes to specific classifications, in particular food service, so that our wages could be competitive with other local school districts, which is something that they don't typically do, but we appreciated that they did that for us. But all in all, we think they're good agreements that are, again, fiscally responsible agreements that are going to help keep our staff in place for the district.
Well, that's good, because it's extremely important that we're able to get and keep staff on hand for during the school year, so.
Yeah, I think everyone did a very good job working together on this.
It is, there's a true partnership between our teachers, our staff, our OPSI staff, and our administration, so that's a great asset for Solon.
Our unions do work with us, not against us,
Right.
and it's
It's
something that
really
is noted and appreciated.
That it is. Are there any other questions or comments? Seeing none, Mr. Buchanan?
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Item 3, resignations. Recommended action to approve the resignations of the following individuals, and they are listed below. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Barksdale,
Second.
second by Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes, we wish all of these individuals good luck in their future endeavors. One of which is with us, and we'll be talking about her later.
Okay.
But one of our resignations here is actually with us in the room because they're getting a new job with us. So we'll talk about that more when
Even
we get to new contracts.
Great. Thanks. Any questions then? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Item 4, administrative director and supervisory contracts. Recommended action to approve the new contracts for the following individuals and appropriate salary schedules as noted in the attachments. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Patton,
Second.
second by Mr. Heckman.
Yes, these are all the individuals whose contracts are coming up, or in one case, a new contract. I would like to take this opportunity, though, to introduce to all of you our newest administrator in the team, Rebecca Smith. She is going to be our new assistant principal at Solon Middle School. You could say hi. Okay.
Hi.
I thought it'd be a good idea for her to introduce herself to all of you guys so that you could see her. I know that she met most of you before the meeting had started, but I wanted to make sure you had an opportunity to see her and welcome her aboard for what is going to be the most rewarding section of her career.
Good luck.
Are there any other questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Congratulations.
Yes.
And to all of our other staff, just everyone in the district works so incredibly hard to make everything work here. So we do appreciate what all of our support staff does, directors, administrators, and supervisory contracts. Item 5, classified aid monitor hires and limited contracts. Recommended action to approve limited contracts for the following aides monitors for the 2025-26 school year. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Heckman,
Second.
second by Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes, these are all individuals that we, as you recall, we non-renew all of our aides and monitors earlier on in the spring because we're not sure what our staffing needs are going to be. And then as we get a clearer picture of what those needs are, we bring the people back that we can and fit them into the roles that best suit the needs of the district.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes, thank you. Item 6, certified teachers, limited contracts, new hires. Recommended action to approve limited teaching contracts to the following teachers for the 2025-26 school year. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs.
Second.
Barksdale, second by Mr. Patton.
Yes, this is our first batch of new hires to the district. They range everything from elementary school teachers all the way up to AP Physics teachers and everything in between. This is our first batch of these. We'll have another subsequent batch. I know our administrators are deep in interviews right now for multiple positions as they go through. We unfortunately have to find a new social studies teacher. Thanks again, Rebecca. So we're still working on all of those positions, and you will see them on here as we go through.
Okay, good, thank you. Any questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Item 7, retirement. Recommended action to approve the retirement of the following individuals, and they are listed below. May I have a motion, please? Moved by Mrs. Abramowitz, second by Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes, these are individuals that are retiring for us. that they're just straight retirements, not retiree hires or anything like that. All three of these individuals have worked for the district quite a long time. They will all be missed in terms of the
Familiar
work
names.
that they did, right. Tracy's been a music teacher for us a long time, as has Clarice and Laura as Lori as aides for us. So they are really going to be missed. They did an amazing job here.
Good, thank you. Are there any questions or comments? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Item 8, public hearing to consider rehire of retired employee. Recommended action to rehire the following retired individual in compliance with the Ohio Revised Code 3307.353. Aubrey Woods, members of the public are invited to provide input to the board on the issue of reemployment of the individual noted below. After input, the board will act on a resolution at a future meeting. May I have a motion, please? Moved by Mrs. Barksdale,
Second.
second by Mr. Heckman.
Yes, this is the second of 3 meetings to establish his rehire. Again, this is the public hearing component where people can speak if they had things that they needed to say. If we don't hear anything, we move on, and at a subsequent meeting, we will complete the rehire process.
Great. Good, thank you. Are there any questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Item 9, home instruction tutors. Recommended action to approve the following individuals as home instruction tutors for the remainder of the 224-25 school year. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Heckman, second by Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes, these home instruction tutors are individuals that are assigned to work with students that aren't in school, that are on IEPs, and they need to have a corresponding number of hours that they are using that correspond to the instruction that they would get at school, not a one-to-one,
Right.
but in that relationship. They are assigned to specific students. Once that is completed, they are then released from that duty, and they would need to be board approved if they were going to be a home instruction tutor again.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Item 10, unpaid leave of absences. Recommended action to approve the unpaid leave of absence for the following individuals, and they are listed below. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Barksdale,
Second.
second by Mr. Patton.
Yes, these individuals are leaving for a variety of reasons temporarily, and we hope to have them back and the dates listed.
Great, thank you. Any questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Item 11, childcare leave. Recommended action to approve an unpaid childcare leave for the following individual for the 2025-26 school year, and that is listed below. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Abramowitz, second by Mrs. Barksdale.
Yeah, we wish her the best as she takes care of her child, and can't wait to have her back the following year.
Awesome, great, thank you. Any questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mr. Heckman.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. Item 12, substitute pay. Recommended action to approve daily rates for the 2025-26 school year as noted below. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Heckman,
Second.
second by Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes, we are increasing both, we are recommending an increase in both of these as to remain competitive in terms of the local schools. Mr. Acom and myself and Mr. Buchanan sat down and looked at the rates in the school districts that we are competing for substitutes with, and we felt that these amounts would bring us into parity with those districts to enable us to secure substitutes. As you know, I talk at each board meeting saying our desperate need for substitutes to go through. We're still in need of those substitutes. Again, you won't see any for appointment this time because it's the summer, but once August hits and all the new subs come in, this is going to help to increase our pool, our candidate pool for substitutes.
The second to long-term now, would that, does that encompass the building subs?
No, building subs are
Still in the first quarter.
daily as needed.
Okay.
The reason for long-term subs getting an increase is that's to compensate for, they have to attend meetings.
Right.
They have all the grading that they are responsible for that a daily sub would not have to
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure
necessarily
that
Yeah.
the actual building subs that
So-
are in the building every day are in the same.
Building subs are in the as-needed rate, and long-term subs have their own rate.
Good, thank you. Any other questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Item 13, district transportation medical examinations. Recommended action in accordance with Ohio Revised Code 3301-83-07 to approve and appoint the University Hospital's Occupational Health as the medical examiner to conduct and complete medical examinations of bus drivers for the 2025-26 school year. This resolution ensures that we have appointed the proper medical authority to conduct examinations in compliance with Ohio Revised Code 4511.01, Section F. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mrs. Barksdale, second by Mr. Patton.
Yes, again, as it said in the resolution, each year we need to adopt a medical authority to handle medical examinations for our bus drivers to make sure they're of good health and are able to drive, and that is what this is for.
Great, thank you. Are there any questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Item 14, declaring transportation to be impractical. Recommended action that the Board of Education adopt the following resolution declaring transportation impractically as attached. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Heckman,
Second.
second by Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes, impracticality is a thing we had several of these last year because we had some people that didn't apply in the time frame that they need to, or we didn't find from the schools that we did it. This is the first part of this process of declaring transportation to be impractical. When this happens and we do this, it then gives them the opportunity to apply for a payment in lieu of. We've declared that it's impractical to go to these particular schools for a number of reasons. In the document that we gave to you that has the kids' names on it, so it's a private document, it explains what the reasons are. They're coded based on the reasons that are listed in the document here. So those reasons are things like time and distance, the number of kids that are going there, the costs variance. There's several reasons why they are. All of those reasons for why we've deemed them impractical have been listed in your documents.
Right.
So that
And
you
all the
have those
parents
to
are
go
then
through.
individually,
Yes, and then every
made
parent
aware.
is notified of it once
then it's their job to turn around and
that is correct.
apply for the payment. Okay, great, thank you. Any other questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Item 15, textbook adoption. Recommended action to approve the adoption of the recommended grades 7 and 8 Chinese and AP biology textbooks. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mrs. Barksdale, second by Mr. Patton.
Mrs. Glavin, I'd like to thank the Board Curriculum Committee and Mrs. Barksdale and Mr. Patton for their thorough review of the textbooks. And I think that, Mr. Patton, you shared something with each board member, a write-up that he shared this morning. I thought it was also interesting, Mrs. Barksdale, how the AP Biology book, you had your husband, who's a physician, take a look at and commented on
Yes.
the content.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was very surprised what our children are learning compared to years ago.
It's not our biology, is it?
No,
Not the
at all.
biology we had.
Not at all. But very well done.
Not much is these.
No.
Actually, that biology one is especially important, as indicated in the one paragraph here, because it's used for an AP course. And that course, that book that's being used hasn't been updated in 12 years. And biology changes a lot in 12 years. So the AP test questions are derived from learning objectives that are fulfilled by that book. And so therefore, it's necessary that we keep on top of these things and that the students are going to have some very important new information, and I think they'll help with this. So these review of these is both, I think, important. It's substantial. It's rigorous, and it's something that needs to be done. And I appreciate the time and effort that Mrs. Barksdale and Mrs. Siegel have put into helping us try to get this together for her.
Great, thank you. Any other questions? Mr. Buchanan?
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes. Item 16, tuition reimbursements. Recommended action to approve tuition reimbursements to the following individuals as noted in the attachment. May I have a motion, please?
So moved.
By
Second.
Mr. Heckman, second by Mr. Patton.
Mrs. Glavin, these were previously approved, and they do meet our district criteria.
Thank you. Any questions? Mr. McCann?
Mr. Heckman?
Yes.
Mr. Patton?
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz?
Yes.
Mrs. Barksdale?
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin?
Yes, thank you. That concludes our business items. Moving into information items. Item 1, building usage. All outside organizations must request a building permit to utilize any district facilities. The attachment identifies the permits that were provided. Item 2, Mr. Bolden.
Yes, I know we've talked a lot about our Science Olympiad team and wishing them well as they headed out to national competition. Well, they came back, and out of over 7,000 teams, our high school team took 4th place. Our middle school team took 3rd place at the national championship level. I know they were, to talk to them, they would think that they did horribly because they took
Yeah.
4th out of over 7,000 teams. But I can tell you that we're incredibly proud of the work that they did. They are an elite group of kids in Science Olympiad, and it shows from the work that happened here. Again, really proud of all their efforts, really proud of the coaches, the parents that do all the work. People don't realize how much work goes into Science
Team
Olympiad.
effort, that's for sure.
The summer workouts, I call them workouts because that's what they feel like, but they're constantly honing their craft as they go through this, and it really shows with the output that they produce for us. And we're really excited. We're going to have our Science Olympiad coaches back for us next year.
Oh, good.
Good.
So we've got the whole team together, and we're looking forward to another year of success next year. So congratulations to all of them.
Item 3, speech and debate teams heads to nationals.
We had 28 students qualify for the National Speech and Debate Tournament this year, which is going to happen in Des Moines next week, actually, June 16th through 20th. We're really excited for both our high school and our middle school programs. 17 high schoolers, 11 middle schoolers got their national berths. It's really exciting to see the level of success that we have in our 4 pillars of academics, athletics, arts, and this one, which is the extracurricular activities. So we're really excited to see how they did, and I'm looking forward on the 30th at our next board meeting
things go.
to hopefully tell you a lot of great news about them. So we wish them the best of luck.
Great, thank you. Item 4, best community for music education.
Speaking of the arts pillar, for the 12th straight year, we have been awarded a 2020 the best community for education. It's pretty impressive to get that 12 years in a row, and I think a lot of that comes from our exceptional music program. It really shows in our district as we talk about the 4 pillars and we talk about the arts component of the pillar. If you see our musical performances, if you see it's not just singing and dancing, it's also our instrumental music performing. They do an amazing job. I'm always impressed when we hear at the graduation, when we hear like the string ensemble perform, it sounds like a professional ensemble. And I think a lot of that comes from the dedication that starts very early on in their career. They start music right from the beginning, but they start instrumental music in 5th grade, and all the things that we have as a whole, I think it helps the academic achievement of our kids. The relationship between music and academics is pretty clear. We were just looking at the possibility of having a trip that we do every 4 years for our music program, and we looked and we saw that it's about 1/3 of the student body would be eligible to
that's a
attend
large group now.
a trip. So if you count all of the vocal performers and instrumental performers, it represents a significant portion of our student body. You know, when you look on Friday nights and you see the band off in the corner, that is a good chunk of our student section is sitting in the end zone there to go through it. So you can see we have a rich, vibrant music program, and this award really reflects that.
Yeah, I believe we have a top-notch arts program. In fact, all of our programs are top-notch. These kids participate extremely well, and look forward to seeing that continue.
And for a future site, I just had noticed on social media that Dominic Farinacci, who's a well-known professional jazz musician, is being honored as an award this coming up, and he began his music career. At
He's a
Orchard.
solid
Oh, my
music.
God.
Yes.
So that's kind of exciting too. Item 5.
Oh, yes. Speaking in the academics pillar, we've got Christopher Wang, who's going to be a senior next year. He's been selected as just one of 20 finalists to participate in the 2025 U.S. National Chemistry Olympiad Study Camp. This is it's a competitive thing that you have to go through. Again, you have to have there's local chemistry competitions that you have to participate in. And again, to be one of 20 individuals to do this, he's going to be he's actually there now, headed to Maryland College Park to participate in this camp.
Wow.
Again, in talking with his chemistry teacher, he said he's so proud of him because he's worked so hard about this. He's one of the nation's most talented young chemists. And again, I think it helps to highlight not only his hard work, but the strength of our academic program, and particularly in the sciences.
Well, we certainly wish him well. That's going to be an exciting program. Item 6, Back to School Hub.
Well, as you know, we hired a digital media manager that came on board this spring as part of our strategic plan, and we are starting to see the fruits of that labor being paid off, mostly in Tammy's ability for Tammy to do work on things that she wasn't able to do work on before because she was doing all those other pieces. But I know that Tammy has been working with our new digital media manager to create something we're calling the Back to School Hub. One of the big concerns that we always had when we talked in strategic planning with our communications committee when we were talking about our website was the ability to easily find the things that you need to help you as a parent to go through it. And this new Back to School Hub is basically an aggregate of all the critical things that you need to know as you're starting the school year. I know it's at the end of the school year now and people aren't really thinking about it, but for us, it starts now as we get prepared for the next school year. So this new resource page, it has the school schedules, teacher placements, start times, medical forms, how to access Power School, your school supply lists, if there's summer reading, transportation information. All of that information is now being housed in this one central location called the Back to School Hub so that you have easy access to all of that information. It is really a great way to get that access quickly as a parent. I know when I was a parent, you had to switch over to lots of different places to find all the various things, and sometimes you missed things, and then forms didn't get filled out or those things happened, and then you get the call that says, hey, Mr. Bolden, we still don't have Madison's XYZ. But this is,
Imagine
I know, right? This is going to be a way to really help that process along. And again, it's mobile friendly, so you can even look at it through your phone. We're really excited about
Will there be
this.
an app then, or is
It is. It's going to be tied to our app so that you can access it from there as well. It's really we're really excited about it. I know that Tammy and her team have worked very hard on it, and I think this is going to be a welcome addition for parents in the district.
It is for me.
And Mrs. Brown, you'll be
you-
gone tomorrow.
I've never gotten that call.
You're young. We all get. I got more than my share sometimes. All right. Moving along then, this is time for board reports and other committee reports. Mrs. Siegel, anything additional?
No, Mrs. Glavin.
Mr. Bolton?
No, Mrs. Glavin.
Mr. Buchanan?
No, thank you, Mrs. Clevin.
Mr. Patton?
I have nothing, thank you.
Mr. Eckert?
Nothing at this time. Let the summer begin because fall will be here.
Before we know it,
Don't
exactly.
rush it.
I know. Mrs. Abramowitz?
Nothing.
Great, thanks. Mrs. Barfield?
Nothing.
This would be our second opportunity for public comment. Again, if anyone in the audience would like to speak to the board, please step to the microphone. Seeing none, I wanted to remind that June 30th is our next board meeting. That's a commission meeting at the Board of Education office at 8 a.m. And June 30th, Board of Education regular meeting at the board office at 8:15 a.m. on June 30th again. At this time, I'll accept a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So move.
Moved by Mr. Heckman, second by Mrs. Barfield.
Yes.
Wasn't hearing you well.
Sorry, I was mumbling.
May I have a motion, please?
Mr.
Excuse
Heckman.
me.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Mrs. Barksdale.
Yes.
Mrs. Abramowitz.
Yes.
Mr. Patton.
Yes.
Mrs. Glavin.
Yes. And thank you all for
Thank
attending.
you. Have a great day.
Are we all?